YouTube? Live with Drill back with another banger video. See, fuck. See, I don't know what the fuck been going on today, bro. I've been trying to do 3 different YouTube videos, bro. But today, so we're gonna be reacting to a video from Astral Dior, right? And it's basically a video about different type of drugs you should avoid. So this one is a little educational, a little type of educational shit. But you know, we don't do no educational shit. But today, you know, we're gonna do some educational shit. Without even further ado, let's get straight into the motherfucker.
A can of worms nobody should ever open, but boy can they be a good time. I want to start this video by saying I don't condone the use of any harmful substances, hence the title. And due to my poor life choices that have almost gotten me smoked and have gotten me locked up, I feel like I'm a pretty good candidate to speak on. Hopefully my experiences can keep any of you dumb niggas thinking of trying them from doing it. But if not, you're a grown ass man and I tried to help. So with that being said, allow me to present to you drugs you should avoid. First, that gas. Y'all remember when we were younger and adults would say that tree is a gateway? I remember hearing that and being like, gas to crack is a pretty big jump. And it is. But the amount of people...
I smoke weed, bro. If you don't smoke weed, keep it like that.
People that I know were once scared to put the devil's lettuce to their lips, quick to do any poison imaginable. I feel like everybody's introduction to tree was basically pretty similar. One of your friends, family members said that they did it, and you followed and did it with them. Depending on how your first time getting zooted was, you either realized that it wasn't for you, or you finally caught a glimpse of a whole new world you've been missing out on. My first time smoking was with my Hispanic partner Edgar.
See, fuck that. See, it's a difference between just a regular, a nigga who just depends on the shit, and a nigga who knows how to cut the shit in and out. See, me, I'm a productive nigga with it.
That was dead ass his name. Thing is, I didn't even get high. I acted high in front of him, but in my head, I was like, I feel normal. After that, I smoked with him again. Again, it didn't work. At this point, I thought I was immune to this shit. I was under the impression that some people could get high, some people couldn't. Until I was over at my best friend's house. The difference between this time and the others, I was with Edgar hitting a paper. With my dog, he had a pipe. And when I tell you, that first hit from that pipe changed my life forever. After finishing coughing my ass off, I had reached new limits. Everything was funny. I was hungry as fuck. And that night was one of the most memorable times of my childhood. Mind you, I was 13. But as humans, there's something within us that once that seal is broken, some of us yearn for more. Going forward, I would smoke every now and then until I hit the big 15. I was in a new area. And at this age is when I realized this shit.
Hey, when you hit that gas for the first time, bro, hey, bro, that shit something serious, bro. Hey, I'm gonna do a story time too, but when you hit that gas for the first time, bro, oof.
It is an actual gateway. I went from smoking every now and then with my friends to smoking that shit every day, being the plug in my area all throughout high school. So being so in tune with it, I saw how it affected many different types of people. First type of people I want to touch on are the I can't get addicted. Anybody that say you can't get addicted to that shit is lying. I got partners that can't eat a bowl of cereal in the morning without smoking that shit. Can't go to a loved one's funeral without being high. Me and my people was finna hoop. I'm getting my bag ready to walk out. He gonna say, hold up, let me roll up real quick. I'm like, damn nigga, we about to get active. We can't do this shit when we're done. And it gets deeper than that. People that be trying to quit after smoking so much be dead ass having withdrawals. My cousin was trying to slow down. He told me he couldn't even sleep. Said he waking up from nightmares and shit. Another set.
Oh God, bro, I'm talking about. That's why I had to slow down on smoking, bro. Cause bro, I took like a 3-day break, bro. I ain't eat for like 3 whole days. I ain't sleep for like 2 of them days, bro. The shit was serious, bro. The shit
Second,
serious,
the marriage
bro.
of hoochah community are the motherfuckers that get unproductive as hell. I've had to explain to niggas, if you took the mental decision to stop chiefing, world would be yours. Nigga called me mapping out his whole day, full of productivity. Tap in with him later, see how his day went. He talking about he got high, got on the game. I ask if I'm trying to hop on. Some people can be productive off that shit, not me though. If I'm not out and about, I'm gonna fall asleep or I'm gonna eat. The last group are the criminals. If you're a consistent tree smoker, there's no doubt that you had to deal with some shady individuals. Because of how tapped in I was with it, I've seen every shady nigga there was. I even was a shady nigga. Anybody I would serve to that I didn't like, whatever they would ask for, they gon' get shorted. That's very low level. This shit could end badly. I know niggas that have been on the other side of a gun about this shit. Myself included. I was just lucky enough not to be the one that got hit up. This day I had got a call from somebody that always cops from me. Said they were gonna send somebody my way. Typically, I don't do that. Since I knew him, I said, fuck it, let's do it. The dude hit me, said he wanted to cop an ounce. If you aren't aware, an ounce is 28 grams. And around that time, I was gonna serve it for 200. When I get to him like a dumbass, I let him get in my vehicle. I definitely had been through so much shit at this point and got away with so much shit that I got too comfortable. This was an apartment complex, so I pulled to one of those those spots that have the covering. Start making small talk with this nigga. Look over to my left to grab the gas, and all I feel is something cold, hard, and heavy on my hip. No diddy. I turn my head, look at him, he gonna say, I need all of that. I put my hands up immediately like, whoa. He like, yeah, I need all that, I need all that. He looking around for some more shit, but I could tell he flustered, ready to go, because he hopped out the whip, and right before closing the door, he gonna open it, check one more time, and tell my stupid ass to be easy. Closes the door and runs off. Around this time, I had to be 17. And when you take a step back, I was once just a 13-year-old innocent kid, chiefing in my...
Bro, that's why you never sell drugs, kids. I done had a lot of experiences doing that dumb shit, bro. Don't never do that shit, bro. That shit not work, bro.
Friends having a good time, but what came with that was a whole lot of bullshit. Ending with me getting in trouble with the law, but that story's for another time. Second, that...
See, lucky for me, I ain't never get caught doing that shit, so... Don't sell drugs, bro. Just don't sell drugs, bro.
White girl.
Don't smoke.
Before we start, I have never done this shit, but I've been around plenty of people that have. This was a substance I knew I never was going to get into, selling or using. Yes, you're not at your best whenever you off that gas, but a motherfucker off that white is a different story. White only makes you lose shit. Weight, your family, your life. That shit's ridiculous.
Boy, I seen what that shit do to niggas, bro. Like, that shit turn niggas superhuman, bro. Like,
I'm not in the business of fucking my life up. In my life, I haven't seen that many people off this shit. One was definitely people at parties or festivals or some shit. Another was my friend's mom. She used to be geeking too. But where I came in direct, unavoidable contact with this shit was at my job. When I was working at Home Depot at 19. And it was not by a coworker. It was by my supervisor. Home Depot was a stressful job, but not that damn stressful. When it got busy, that shit was damn near like slavery. And my supervisor was a very hard worker. One of those supervisors, definitely very childish the more that I think about it. One time on the side of the building, he ran off the wall and did a backflip, but nonetheless a cool guy. I just thought he was a real...
Let me tell you something. If y'all know somebody who's doing some cocaine, do not piss them off.
Energetic motherfucker. So one day it was a closing shift. I'm busting my ass. I don't see my supervisor or my coworker nowhere. But I'm just taking it on the chin, getting to work. So I hear a call on the intercom.
Talking about Dior, come to the manager's office.
Make my way over there, open the door, walk in. The door closed behind me on some movie shit. Look to my right, that's my coworker. Manager gonna say, lock the door. Real life movie shit. I've lived a movie life if you have not noticed. This nigga gonna ask me how close he's going. As I'm telling him, puts his head down to the table, has a rolled up piece of paper and hits that hoe. I'm not trying to raise no red flags and I honestly don't care. I'm just like, oh, where the answers are revealing themselves. My coworker walk over, get him some. And these dumbass niggas gonna ask if I'm trying to hit this. So when I got irritated, cause does it look like I do this shit? I tell him, no, I'm straight. I don't know what type of sick shit he was on, but I think he took that as a challenge. Because every time I worked with him, if he saw me alone, he would ask, hey, I got some shit on me, you trying to hit it?
And my answer was no every time.
But as you would assume, his empire started to fall. Started getting sloppy. Closing wasn't looking good. Managers getting on his ass, riding him up. And he was already skinny, but he had dropped like 20, 30 of them. I had to end up quitting and coming back into a different department. He was still there, but he was a different person. Barely spoke. Moved slow as hell. I don't know what happened to him. Third, that drink. Makes his tea lean, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, that drink too, that lean. Hey, don't do this shit, bro. I had my fat share with that shit too, bro. That shit make you fat, bro. Like, and then that shit eat away at your liver. That shit eat away at your liver and kidneys, gang. Like there's some shit that just sit inside you, bro. That shit don't digest, bro. You don't digest.
Stay away from that
bro.
shit.
There
was 2 times in my life where I was around this a lot. First, very young, 15, 16. Like I said, that gas is a gateway. Once me and my dog became plugs around our area, we started selling different shit. And one of those things was drink. And with that being said, we would do it. We were mature enough to know this is very addictive. So the times we were on it were few and far between.
But nonetheless, we was on it.
And I have to say, this is a dumb ass drug. All this do is put you on your ass. Lights out. The only appealing thing
I'm talking about straight sleep. I'm talking about you ain't gonna be able to do shit, ain't gonna be able to do nothing. I'm talking about nothing. Straight.
It was the taste. Other than that, we were just destroying our bodies going to bed. Not only health-wise, but it impairs you. Never have I been the type of person who could just fall asleep standing up. Depending on how you moving, this shit can do that to you. After a while, thank God, it became very hard to get. So it didn't resurface into my life until I was an adult. Before I became a YouTuber, I was a music producer making beats. I made beats for Youngboy, No Cap, Rich the Kid, Rod Wave, the list goes on. So as a producer being involved in this scene, of course I've come in contact with that drink. And there are certain people that are so deep in that, they will tell you do not touch that cup. It's telling me they tried to quit, stomach flipping. This almost makes it impossible. It's one of the most expensive.
Ass gonna be on the toilet all day, bro. I'm talking about you gonna wake up from like a fucking 12-hour nap instantly on the toilet for about a good 30-40 minutes. Just shitting all that shit out, bro. Cause that shit just sitting inside your ass.
Pointless habits you could ever have. Fourth, psychedelics. But the one that I'm speaking on is acid or LSD. This shit is not it. Any motherfucker that co-sign this shit is definitely the world is a matrix ass nigga. And I hate this reality ass nigga. Because I don't know how anybody can enjoy this shit. Imagine you're watching this video.
And look like the phone screen is melting.
That's all this shit does. Makes you hallucinate. You can't even think. I remember in high school people would come up to me talking about tabs of acid and shit. I was dead ass like,
anybody ever try this shit? What that shit do? Like, leave that shit in the comments below. What that shit do to you if you ever tried this shit? Let me know. Cause I ain't never tried no shit like that and don't plan on it. But let me know what this shit do to you.
No, I'm straight. I'm good. That shit's too movie hippie for me. Why would I want to do anything like that? But then I got to college. And my partner was dating this white chick. Our apartment was a 4-bedroom. All my roommates was in the living room. My dog said we should do it. I just kind of entertained the idea, but that was that.
My nigga, that weekend, Shorty actually brought that shit. Said, alright, I bought it for everybody. Just cash at me this month.
I was like, oh damn, she actually went through with that. At this point, my partners was gonna do it. I didn't really care and I wasn't opposed to. She handed it to me. It was 2 sweethearts stuck together. And whatever was sticking it together was, I guess, the LSD. So we were told to suck on it, no dick, till it dissolved. So that's what we did. We all went outside, sat on this bench and kind of was just chilling, waiting on it to hit. Gang, as soon as that shit started, I wanted it to end. All the grass on the ground started waving like this. Sky pulsating and shit. And as I'm getting more and more overwhelmed, the girl gonna say, I think we should go inside. Everybody in agreement, we went in the crib. Sat in the couch, everybody quiet as fuck. Shit felt like a Rick and Morty episode. My dog cut on the TV, starts watching YouTube videos. And this dumbass plays EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi. I don't know if you've seen that video, but it's a hard watch when you're sober. The scene with all the blood in the tub came up. I got up, said, y'all tripping, and went in my room. Laid on the bed and rubbed my dog while I was in a fetal position. The next day, I thought it was all over. I had class and I noticed that some shit was different. This is gonna sound crazy. Anytime I looked at a white person's face, I would feel extreme anxiety and fear. Motherfucker couldn't even say hey to me. I'd be like, oh, excuse me. That shit got too real. And I was stuck like that for like a week and a half. Couldn't even pass my white partner the ball while we was playing basketball at the rec. He talking about, Dior, I'm open, bro. I'm turning the ball over and shit. One of the worst experiences I've ever had. But with that being said, another video done. And I really want to put the emphasis on do not touch nothing. If you're already in that world, I would say refrain, but you're grown. So just be responsible and be smart. If you got this far in the video, thank you so much.
Well, don't do fucking drugs, bro. That's all I can say, bro. Just don't do no drugs, bro. Just keep your body clean, keep your body healthy, work out. Just don't do drugs, bro. Don't do alcohol. If you drink alcohol, bro, drink responsibly, bro. If you smoke weed, bro, smoke weed responsibly, bro. Don't be no lazy ass stoner, bro. Get your ass up, go do something, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this has been Life with Jarrell with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Crazy dog, I got it going on. See you lovers, Gucci sneakers, man, I'm finna put them on. Yeah, yeah, I put them on. So sexy, Selena stand.